Hey, how you doing, guys? I'm here to talk about the new macOS Sierra that was released a couple of days ago. I'm gonna go over some of the notably biggest features of it. I'm not gonna go every little thing. Usually the most interesting ones. Um, Now I'm running this on a 2009 Mac Pro, which is actually not supported, but if you look at one of my previous videos, you can upgrade the firmware from 4.1 to 5.1, which allows you to install macOS Sierra, which I'm running right now. Pretty much the look and feel is pretty much the same from El Capitan with a few notable differences. For instance, notifications. It does, I think, correspond more with what you see on iOS. Unfortunately, it doesn't correspond with the theme you're using. You have two themes, the light theme, the dark theme. I'm using the dark theme right now if you look at the menu bar, and as you can see, it doesn't correspond with the dark theme. Hopefully they're going to change that in future revisions of notifications. Another big change, one of the biggest ones, is you have Siri on the desktop. The Mac desktop. Now, of course, the iPad and the iPhone and iOS had Siri for quite a while. And I think it took them a while to do it on the Mac desktop because they were trying to do deep integration in the use of Siri. And we're going to bring that up now. Of course, it's got its own preference pane here for your different settings. Now, before, you actually have a way also to do it hands-free just by voice activation, which hasn't been working for me very well. Occasionally I get it to work. It might be a bug. If you go into accessibility, you can activate it. And, I think I tried it before, it didn't work. Hey Siri. And it's not working. But also, you can put it in the menu bar. If you look in the upper right-hand side, you'll see a Siri. And actually, if you click on another monitor, it's kind of highlighted as well. So we're going to bring that up. And here you can also, it'll tell you what some things you can ask for and also what applications that will work with Siri. And we'll see if I can get the voice activation to work again. Hey Siri. Nah, it's being bad to us here. How are the Houston Astros doing?
Looking for the Houston Astros. The Astros are ranked second in the AL West with a record of 81-72.
And so I don't really use Siri much myself. Even on, I don't know, I probably use it more on the desktop than I would on the mobile device, but I'm sure this is a very important feature, and it's great for accessibility for people who have certain disabilities. This would be great for them, blindness and maybe hand-arm issues or something like that. So I think this is important for artificial intelligence and things like that. So this is a great addition for those people that want to take use of it. Another thing that they brought back, they actually took it out in El Capitan, is RAID support, or more of a graphic interface for RAID, people who wants to use RAID, and I'm going to bring that up now. And actually you'll find this in disk utility. Now you could still use it in El Capitan, but it was all by terminal. You had to use terminal commands, which are very cryptic at times, using different flags, but it could be done. So now they brought it back in disk utility, RAID assistant, and we're going to bring that up. And then here you can make 3 different configurations: striped, RAID 0, mirrored, RAID 1, and JBOD. And then you simply configure as you want it. I kind of call this kind of like fake RAID in a way, because to me, real RAID is using a hardware controller. This is more of a software RAID, but which is still useful for many people. So now you have an easier way of using without having to use terminal commands. So I know a lot of people are really happy to see that come back. Another new feature is picture-in-picture, which works in iTunes and Safari. So I actually brought it up. In this case, we're actually going to use this on YouTube. It's easier to get it to work on YouTube. I'm going to use my own channel because if I use another video, I might get flagged for copyright infringement or who knows what. So we're going to bring that up. And it's a little bit slow. My internet's slow today for some reason. And come on, work for me. There we go. We're just going to pause it, and if you double... now it's giving me trouble to work on this. Hey, how you doing, guys? Oh, there we go. Oops. Yeah, right click. There we go. Enter in picture-in-picture, and then here you can run other applications, move it around. And this would actually be pretty good if you just use a single monitor. And on some Mac computers, I use dual monitor. On another one, I use a single monitor. I'm actually getting away from double monitors. I'd rather use a large monitor as I can, and then use spaces or other things to up productivity. So in those instances, I think the picture-in-picture would be very useful. Unfortunately, it only works within iTunes and Safari. I hope they put it in other applications. Obviously, that application, especially third-party ones, probably have to write that feature in. For instance, you can't use it in QuickTime, as far as I know. I couldn't get it to work. But another interesting addition to Sierra. And for you that guys use Final Cut Pro 10 like I do, it appears to be fully supported as well. We're going to bring that up really fast to show you. I haven't edited a lot in the Sierra yet, but I have done some rendering and things like that. It appears to work without any problems. Now keep in mind, some of your third-party plugins may not work until it officially supports it, or they say they support it. I haven't tested it out, but I'm sure there's a couple of plugins that aren't working. So before you make the change, you may want to wait until you get fully supported for your third-party plugins. As you can see, all the on the left-hand side here, all of my videos are there and are working, even though it's a little bit slow loading. And I'm hoping in October timeframe, late fall or winter, they're going to do a major update to Final Cut Pro 10. I'm waiting for that as well. That's going to be exciting. Now, supposedly they also come out with a new file system. Now, the old one was HFS, which has been around for at least a decade or so, probably longer. So it's going to come up with some new features that are going to be really great. Now, I was expecting that to come out in Sierra, which is APFS, which is just Apple File System. Now, I looked around in Sierra and I couldn't find anything to do with the file system, the new one, and it appears it's going to be released in October. So I'm also kind of wondering that might mess things up as well, because it's going to change your hard drive it's installed in, and perhaps it may mess with Final Cut Pro 10, my projects that I already have in there. So that's something you need to watch out for, and you may even actually want to wait. Okay, those are some of the new features and changes in macOS Sierra, and thank you for watching.